What's up, everyone? Now that I have everyone's attention, we can see now that it is time for us today to do one thing and one thing only, and that is simply to, well, acknowledge that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day of the tribal chief, the head of the table, the universal heavyweight champion of the world, Roman Reigns. That's right, today is the day of the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. Thank you all for joining me today on this special occasion. Before I get started, I want to give a couple of shout outs. The first shout out goes to subscribe to me back now. Thank you for your subscription. And also to Yifan Upbeat. Guys, if you are interested in techno music, be sure to check out Yifan Upbeat. Great music. But for now, let's get started with my top 10 favorite Roman Reigns matches, heel version. This is heel version Roman we're checking out today. God mode, the one. Let's get started. At number 10, we have Roman Reigns versus his cousin Jey Uso in the first ever Hell in a Cell with an stipulation of I quit. Now, Roman Reigns had returned a couple of months prior, and he and Jey Uso had begun to engage in a great battle. Technically, it was somewhat one-sided at Clash of Champions. This was a rematch, and it was a family warfare, but Jimmy Uso was getting a put. No, it was Jey. I'm sorry. Jey Uso was getting a great push and becoming main event Uso. And Roman Reigns, to his credit, helped put that on the map. Great match. Great Hell in a Cell match to open up the event. Let me just say how happy I am that that year actually had a finish instead of no contest. But either way, great match. Heelish plot twist when Jimmy tried to touch Roman's heart and get him not to be so cold, but it tricked him, and Roman ended up attacking Jimmy Uso, which made Jey Uso say, I quit, forcing Jey to join the bloodline and acknowledge Roman or get kicked out of the family. Pretty coldish. At number 9, we have Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Sorry for the noise. This match took place, as I was saying, at WrestleMania 38 earlier this year in Dallas, Texas. Even though the hype for this match was great, and even though the match was not as long and epic, I still enjoyed it, and I think those 10 minutes were some great 10 minutes. But I want to say something real quick. Speaking of Texas, I would like to send my thoughts and my prayers to the people of Uvalde, Texas, for what they're going through right now, and to the people of Buffalo. My thoughts and prayers are with you guys. This kind of stuff really sucks. But moving forward, just wanted to get that out of the way real quick. Send my thoughts and prayers and positive vibes to you guys. Either way, this match in Dallas between Brock and Roman, pretty good. 10 minutes long, but still pretty awesome. And it was a winner-take-all match. That's why Roman has the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship. Fun fact. Number 8, we have Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. This match took place on an episode of Friday Night SmackDown on April 30th of last year. My first year as a reviewer, by the way. And it was a stipulation that if Daniel Bryan lost this match, that he would be forced to leave WWE. This was also the time we got to see the debut of the new Roman Reigns theme, which you heard at the beginning of this video. Excellent, 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 match. I really enjoyed the match. Their match at Fastlane 2021 and 2015 both were great. But this one, I'm going to put this one on the list for now. It was excellent on both sides. Bryan went out on his last Shield, and Roman Reigns delivered. And it was at that moment where we knew that Roman Reigns was not going to be stopped for a long time. Also, may I acknowledge that when Bryan Danielson went to AEW, he used the same move that defeated him on that episode of SmackDown. Interesting. At number 7, we have Roman Reigns versus the Demon Finn Balor at Extreme Rules 2021. Great match. I enjoyed this one also. I thought it was funny when Roman Reigns went into the crowd and started fighting Finn in the crowd, but he did it with a mask on. I thought that was funny and hilarious. The ending, though, was something interesting. When Finn Balor started heartbeating and stuff, I said, this is the moment where the Doom music kicks in. But either way, Roman Reigns joins Samoa Joe on the list, to my knowledge, of the only 2 men to defeat Demon Finn Balor. No other person can claim that amazing statistic. Although, be it a help that some higher power or whatever made the rope break as Finn Balor was going for his finishing coup de grace from the top rope. At number 6, we have a recent 6-man tag from WrestleMania Backlash earlier this year. I asked the question, which one was better? Roman in the Bloodline versus RK Bro and McIntyre, or Backlash 2003 with Evolution with Jericho versus Booker T, Shawn Michaels, and Nash? That answer to me has obviously been confirmed to me, in my opinion, to be that this match was better than the one in 2003. Don't get me wrong, the match in 2003 was awesome. The pay-per-view in itself was awesome. But the match that we saw at WrestleMania Backlash between 6 All-Stars, that was amazing to me. And of course, it does help that Roman defeated Riddle, spearing Riddle and getting the win for his team. Also, I covered WrestleMania Backlash. Thank you guys for viewing that. For those of you who haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. I think you'll like it. But either way, great match. And now, with Randy Orton being injured, we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a storyline with Riddle and Roman. And this is a Riddle that we haven't seen much of lately. But it's interesting. This is probably the same Riddle that knocked the guy out with a kick, and the guy was like, he was laying on the floor, crying, whimpering on the floor after a knockout kick from Riddle. True story. Moving forward to number 5, we have Roman Reigns versus Edge. This is a dream match. I'm glad we had the chance to see it. This was before Edge went dark mode and Judgment Day mode. However, this was a great match. It was built as spear versus spear. We didn't get the match at WrestleMania because it was at last year's WrestleMania because it was made a triple threat match. But we did get that match at Money in the Bank as the crowd was starting to return back to action. Great match. We saw the best of both worlds. However, it wasn't so much as Roman beating Edge. Roman had help from a fellow Shield member, Seth freaking Rollins, which would set up a rivalry between Seth and Edge. However, it does not take away from the fact that the match that these two had at Money in the Bank that year was amazing. Be sure to check it out. At number 4, the next 2 matches took place at Survivor Series. And at number 4, we have Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre at Survivor Series 2020 in the Thunderdome. This was during the early stage of the pandemic, so they had to make a Thunderdome, which I thought was very awesome. Way to capitalize, WWE. However, this was an awesome match on both ends. Also, Samoa Joe was still on commentary for WWE before he went to AEW and is doing well, by the way. But either way, I really enjoyed these two. This was much better than WrestleMania 35. And this was built as Raw's champion versus SmackDown's champion, Roman Reigns. Roman could not lose. And he did not. It's just like he told Drew, you're at the right place at the wrong time. But if he challenges, a lot of people want to see him challenge Roman at that event that is set to take place in London in September, which I would really love to see. But the Tribal Chief, as we can all tell, is going to win. By the way, check out my new shirt in tribute of Roman. Shirt. Acknowledge him. Either way, moving forward, great match at Survivor Series 2020. Number 3 is Survivor Series 2021, Roman Reigns versus Big E. First off, get well soon, Big E. For real. But either way, great. I think this one was better than the one with Drew McIntyre. I don't know. But I think this one might be a little slight better. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section what you thought. But Roman versus Big E stole the show. Big E was getting a great push. He had recently won that championship right there, cashing in on Bobby Lashley. We thought we were going to get the almighty Bobby Lashley, who was a heel at the time, versus Roman Reigns, who was a heel. Both men were very unstoppable, and we thought we were going to get heel Roman. I thought we were going to get another heel versus heel, just like Tony Angelo and Santos Escobar NXT 2.0 last week. But either way, we didn't get that, but we did get Big E Langston versus Roman Reigns, and that match did not disappoint at all. Now, there was a little help from Paul Heyman, darn it, but nonetheless, it didn't stop it from being a excellent main event. Say what you want about the event itself. One of the matches I really enjoyed, besides Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, was this match right here. It was awesome. At number 2, we have Roman facing off against Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble 2021. Let me just say, this was good. Kevin Owens was awesome in this match. We saw him take a page out of Jeff Hardy, doing a swanton off of a forklift onto a table. Roman driving a golf court like we're in the Attitude Era. Man, one of the best matches of the night. I enjoyed it. Royal Rumble 2021, good time. But either way, great match. Roman still won the match because despite being cuffed and Paul Heyman helping him out, he was able to put him in that special guillotine lock, which has really served him well lately, and put Kevin Owens out. So that leads me to number 1, and this was something I was really happy to call. Roman Reigns versus John Cena, SummerSlam 2021 in Las Vegas. Let me tell you something. SummerSlam 2021 was pretty good. Now, as you heard earlier, I mentioned Roman versus Edge. Roman versus Edge ended with Roman Reigns getting the victory. And Roman Reigns said, now the world can acknowledge me. We were met with a returning John Cena. And surprisingly, we had a huge pop. There was no John Cena sucks. There was no 50-50. Everyone was completely behind John Cena at the time. And ironically, there were a few fans who were behind Cena more when he faced off against Roman the first time at No Mercy 2017. Which one did you think was better, No Mercy or SummerSlam? Let me know in the comment section below. Either way, Roman took control of many parts of the match, but when John Cena got momentum, the missionary Baptist pastor really brought some competition. Roman had to survive an AA through the announce table, a super AA from the top rope, and then one in the ring. And just like No Mercy, all it took was one spear to finish John Cena. But nonetheless, awesome, awesome match. SummerSlam, again, SummerSlam 2021, awesome. However, the night was not over because we were met with a returning Brock Lesnar who is obviously becoming a grill master. And I am officially hungry. Either way, what was your favorite Roman Reigns match ever? What was your favorite Roman Reigns God Mode heel match? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, and that's all the time I have for you today. And I'll be back with another review on all things wrestling. See you soon.